view on YouTube. I hope you guys caught me yesterday on the First Amendment mic. Now, don't ask to be a mod, because I modded new people on First Amendment mic. So don't ask to be a mod here. I've got all the mods I need. It's the other show that I need more mods on, which is First Amendment mic. West Haven always and forever. Hey. How is Yale? Yale's in Connecticut, right? I'm doing fine. How are you? Hello, Twyla. How are you? Pound Town Danny. Good evening. Still late afternoon here. It's okay. Are you in Yale? Are you near Yale? You West Haven always and forever. Hello, AJ Xavier. Got her Yale degree today. Congratulations. Where's Justin Cervantes? Hola Coca-Cola, senor. Justin Cervantes. I got Diet Coke from Jimmy John's. News. We have news. What's the news? This is brought to you by Jimmy John's. Where's my money? Show me the money, Jimmy John's. I did a commercial for you. I like Jimmy John's. It's all right. I like. Hey, that worked good. The focusing on that. It worked good. Wow. Miss Virginia, long time no see. Hi, Mike from North Carolina. Hope you're doing okay. I am. Just a quick pop in to say, hey, my friend, Justin Cervantes, thank you for the 99-cent donation. That helps me out. Let's see, what was I going to say? Swami. Hello, Swami. How are you? How come President Trump's was whisked away by Secret Service? I'm catching bits and pieces of it. I'm not even watching the news on TV. I haven't set on CNN. Wendy O, hello. How are you? Good to see you. Crap. Oh, news? Well, Furry Potato was at a church yesterday, in case you guys missed it. Where's Amanda Cruz? She usually likes to know about all this stuff. I think she already knew about it, though. She always asked me, how's Furry doing? A little break. Furry. Love Furry. Twyla. Indeed. That's DC for you. Exactly. Hello, Mike. Hello, Brittany Lynn. How are you? Anyway, the thing about what happened with why did the Secret Service whisk away Donald Trump today? I didn't get all of it. Like I said, I didn't watch CNN or what's the reason? A cop shot a shooter outside on Penn Street. Oh, Pennsylvania Avenue or whatever. They don't think it had anything to do with Trump. Oh, not me. Hello, Michael. Wow, they're still trying to get Trump, man. They're still trying to assassinate Trump. I don't get that. I just don't get it. Anyway, Furry was at a Christian church, and they were cussing at Furry. How Christian can that be? When you sit there, if you go to like my church, I don't think they'd be cussing at Furry. Of course, our church is closed, so we don't have anybody in the congregations because of the COVID. All about the protest, I think. Oh, they were protesting the church because the church wouldn't let people in. Is that the deal? I know ABC 7 covered it in Los Angeles because I was watching. Oh, and I saw Furry today was live. I don't know if they're still live or not, are they? Let me check. No. And Furry was live for a little bit. Twyla says, no what, Twyla? Not live streaming anymore. Oh, that Furry's not live streaming. Okay. She was today. She's not live now. Okay, I just checked. I didn't see the roster on. And the Orange County sheriff or something talked to Junkyard Dog. I caught like not the start of that, just like in the middle. Xander, Michael, you should say something nice about M-Star Media. She new and growing. All right. Guys, Polly Crispy live. Hello, Polly Crispy. How you doing? Okay, I'll give a shout out to M-Star. She does a good job. Hello, Polly Crispy. Hey, Mike. It's Justin Cervantes. Hey, Mike. I just started a StreamYard. Going live soon, Mike. Congratulations. Well, I'm here for a while, though. So check out Justin Cervantes. Sweetest Sugar, hello. How are you? Great to see you. Air-cooled accountability. Peace, Michael. Thank you. Twyla, what's the name? What's the name of what? Justin Cervantes. Is that the channel name you go by or what? You could type it in here. Is that what you're asking, Twyla? Is what's the name? It's just Justin Cervantes, right? So if you go to the search bar, check out Justin Cervantes, the way he spells it. I hate Mondays. I kind of do too. Because the start. Swami, why does M-Star not come on anymore? Was here all the time. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe she thinks my channel is boring. I don't know. Mondays are the worst for sure. I agree. Start of the week. Of course, every day I have like a day off. I'm retired. I'm glad. Sweet Sugar, going lurk. I'm too lazy to type today. Okay. I see M Star around. So do I. Downtown Danny. Monday, can't trust that day. Mamas and the Papas. I love that song. Xander, maybe she's working. I believe that M Star has a full-time job. Yep. I do believe that as well. That's why we don't see her that often. So, anyways, junkyard dog was out there. Hello, Jane Favara. How are you? Twilight, subscribe to Justin Cool. So they wanted him to ID himself. He said he refused to do that. As in California, you do not have to ID yourself unless you're getting arrested. Then you do. And do not do fake names. Like if you sit there and say, I'm John Doe, it's not going to fly. In fact, it's an added thing on your record if you do that stuff. Alicia Joyce from Dan Enda. Good morning. Good morning, Alicia Joyce. It's 4:09 in the afternoon on the West Coast of the United States of America. Just fronted. I'm real. I'm real, Mike. You know it. Yep. You're the real McCoy, all right. Jane, I'm doing great. Hope you're doing great as well. Appreciate your support. Appreciate all you guys' support. You're all awesome. It's 9:09 Tuesday morning here in Australia. Pookie says, good afternoon. Have you been watching the Portland parade on ice? Actually, they're not. But have you seen Portland? I'm so tired of the heat. Drags me down. I like the heat here in Oregon. Air cooled accountability. Okay, have a great day, everyone. Take care. Oh, that drink went down my throat wrong. Darn it. I hate when that happens. Alicia Joyce says it's freezing here. The only time I want to go to Australia is in the summertime. I don't like cold. Pookie, oh yeah, it's ridiculous. Oh, the Portland, not riots, but the Portland, not parade, Portland protest, that's it. Damn, took me long enough. It's 4 degrees. Yeah. Is it snowing? Does Australia get snow? I don't know. I've never been there. Yeah, the protest is crazy. There are riots at times. Yeah, I agree with you. Alicia Joyce said we had snow a few days ago. Swami, the countdown is on. Oh, okay. Cool. It's Twyla says 109 here. Wow. Where are you, Arizona? Jim Walbert, hello. What's on the agenda, old man? Jim, you want to come on panel? That's what's on the agenda. Want to come on panel? Swami, I can't wait. What'd they do in Portland last night? Light a fire or something? I don't know. Got to 97 here in Kansas. That's where you're at. Just relaxing. I don't care. How do I do this? Oh, I think I do it this way. I think that puts my email on. What's the topic? News and live panel, whatever. Hit me up. Malloy193@gmail.com. Sam reports. Hello. Good evening. Good late afternoon here on the West Coast. S. Graham. Hello. Hello. Weather right now by the sounds. Alicia Joyce, are you near the beach? I love the beach. Not in the wintertime. I don't love the beach. I love it. I love it in Southern California if I was in there in the wintertime. Jim Walbert, you can come on panel if you'd like. Hello, Audit in Chicago. Audit in Chicago, you want to come on panel? Love that. That drink. Mr. Malloy, grateful gal. Hello. Hello, grateful gal. How are you? Hey, Sam. Sam, I am. I miss the beach. I love it. How far are you away? I'm an hour by car away. Unless there's heavy traffic, then it's like an hour and 30 minutes. I'm cop watching Mike. Oh, okay. Be right back. Grabbing a drink myself. Monster. I've got this diet drink here. It's Diet Coke. It's all right. The beach is perfect right now in Cali. Yeah, but you're not allowed to go on the beach, right? And didn't Gavin Newsom say no beach? It's like 4 hours away or more. Oh wow, that's a ways. You should live near the beach, man. That's where I'd like to live, except for the wintertime. It's not so good. We are. No, we can. Oh, you can go onto the beach? Okay, cool. I think I saw Tony Vera doing Venice Beach this past weekend, I do believe. It's 91 down here. What's it up in Salem? I'm going to find out. We're on lockdown right now. No one's allowed out. Oh, that sucks. That's like martial law. That's what would happen if martial law was instituted by Trump. Here we go. And I'm not voting for anybody in 2020. I don't give a rat. There. Are we back? Crap. Jack Sneeve. Are we back? Oh, we're back. They got people locked up in flats, in apartments. Oh my God. What about going food shopping? Who? I don't do it. My sons do it for us. They go to Walmart. Hey Google, what's the temperature in Salem, Oregon right now?
It's 91 degrees in Salem right
91. Now. It's 91 in where Pookie L lives. Wow, 91. It doesn't, to me, it feels like it's like 85. No food shopping, only one person per day allowed to shop. Oh my God. So they can go to Walmart in Australia. We don't have Walmart, mate. Oh crap, you guys don't have Walmart. That kind of sucks. Talk chat, light chat, beginner chat. What the flip is that? When it gets in the 90s here, might as well be 100. Not so here. It's 91 right now here. There's Jerry Ackland. Hello. Wall hell sucks. Yeah, kind of. That's where we go, though. It's wall hell. Okay. In my area, it's not bad. It's more so Melbourne, Australia. Alicia would go nuts. Yeah, if martial law comes, if Trump institutes martial law. Hello, Blue Eyes. How are you? If I don't get anybody to come up on panel, I'm just going to do tomorrow. I'll just do a regular live and not have a panel. Getting bright lights and loud noises outside. Wow. The humidity is killer here. Rained last night, 97 today. Wow. Antichrist. Hello. It's 91 where Pookie is in Oregon, and it's 91 here. To me, I'm not that hot. But we're not at 5 o'clock it peaks in Salem, Oregon. So 5 meters away from home only. How many miles is 5 meters? Well, we don't have the metric system here. Only the smart people have a metric system that they understand it. I don't understand it. People want to go to the metric system in the USA. If it does, Jerry, is there a panel topic? You want to come on panel and make a topic? It says news and live panel. All I got out here was Junkyard. I can't remember what his name is. Junkyard what? Man, let me see. I've been calling him something else. And I don't know what it is anymore these days. Junkyard News? I can't remember. Let's see. We dropped 10 degrees when storm just here. Junkyard News, thank you, Salem. My Nana hasn't left the house since March. Junkyard News. All right. I called him Junkyard Dog. I don't know how I got that. I don't even think he owns a dog, does he? Maybe he does. I don't know. Anyway, Orange County. He was in Irvine, right? I don't know. I think the Orange County sheriff was talking to him. I thought for sure that he was going to get arrested. They threatened. That's all they did. So, who knows? S. Graham, yes. I actually like Junkyard News. He cracks me up. I like him too. Swami. Think he's good. He's cool. I don't have any bones to pick with that guy. He's a good guy. Nice guy. Did anybody hit me up that they wanted to come on panel? Let me check, see if I got any mail. Last mail communique I got was from Claudia Guerrero's back in August 8th. Wow. Let's see where we're at. Let me put my mail in again. My email, I mean. If anyone wants to come on panel. Sec, I got close. Close this to email. All right. There's my email, malloy193@gmail.com. Just follow Nightbot. Let me do weather. See what Nightbot says. Should say 91. It's probably out 92 by Nightbot. Grateful gal. Damn hubby's acting like he can't put leftover deliciousness together. 91. It's still 91 here. It's going to stay 91. Usually goes up around 5 o'clock. It peaks up around then. Swami, I don't think you should go back to Mike. Looks like your head. I'd better. What? I don't think he'd let me on panel anyway. Rusty grammar. Trump wants to cut payroll taxes, Mike. I did not know that. That's how much out of the loop I am with news. Beach12366 Ola, Michael Malloy. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. Best regards. I did. Thank you very much. Email sent? Okay. I got to make sure I got this. I don't even have the StreamYard link. I'm getting it now. Okay, I'll send you a panel link. Yep, you're the only one. You are the newest and only one that's done that. And I got the panel link right here. Oops, that didn't take. What's up with that? There it is. Okay, you have the newest StreamYard link for today. All right. Cool. I sent you a link, Jerry Ackland. Grateful gal. When your husband has his master's. He's got his master's degree? I didn't know that. So Jerry can talk about anything. Just don't knock any of the people behind the camera. Where's Sancho? He usually comes on. I don't know where he is at. I think he's busy getting ready for his show tonight. I think he's got a show tonight. I thought Johnny 5-0 was going live last night. Not a peep out of Johnny 5-0 going live last night. I was telling everybody Johnny 5-0 is going live, but he never did. I got an hour and a half left in here. And then I got to go. Yeah, can't figure out leftovers. I see. Rusty grammar. Talk about something good and I will stay. What's something good? That I thought that junkyard was going to get arrested. I thought so. They're acting like it. They were acting like they wanted to get him. He was in an orange jumpsuit. You know how prisoners wear those? That was the funny part. That was pretty funny. Mrs. Potato said Furry thought about the bee costume, but Furry Potato was not in a bee costume. Thought she was gonna be in a bee costume. Dave Peterson, that was stupid. What was stupid? Dave Peterson. Yeah, they wanted to get Junkyard. They sure did. He came close, man. If he didn't know the law like he does, I'll bet you they would have arrested him. I'm betting dollars to donuts for the cops. That if he didn't know the law, they would have got him. Have you tried the new $1 bill stack taco at Taco Bell? I have not tried that, Rusty Graham. The jail jumpsuit? Yep, the orange jail jumpsuit. That was stupid? I don't know. I don't have a jail jumpsuit. Hello?
Hey, Mike.
How are you?
All right.
Good.
So a little clarification.
Yes.
This weekend, President Trump signed some executive orders. One was not to stop taking payroll taxes from the people, but it was to suspend it through the end of the year. So you won't pay the 6.2% out of your pocket right now. You'll get your full check, but you're going to owe it at the end of the year because that's all he could do legally. Now he's saying if he gets reelected, then he will go through Congress and pass a law that just negates that and may even extend it. He also was working with DHS and or DDS, one of them, to stop as much as they could. They asked to help prevent as many evictions as possible was another part of what he signed. He also signed an executive order that works with the states to provide $400 extended benefits in unemployment through 25% if the state starts the program and requests it. Then the federal government will pay the $300 more out of the general fund, taking it from FEMA, which is a little concern, but if FEMA goes dry, it automatically gets built back up by the general fund. That's just how it works. So extending unemployment benefits for federal was signed into an executive order if the states will apply for it. And they can even get their 25% through the funding from the federal government. So all of it could come from the federal government if the states want to do it.
So that's part of news, guys. I did not know that.
Did you hear he got pulled out of a press conference today because somebody shot somebody else?
I heard about the Secret Service taking him out. And what was the reason?
Some federal official or police officer shot somebody else in earshot of the White House, and that's why they pulled him into the Oval Office.
Grateful gal.
The guy was on the way to the hospital, wasn't dead. Nobody else was injured. That was right from the president's mouth when he came back to finish the press conference.
That's part of the news, Grateful gal. News and live panel. That's part of the news for today. We can talk politics. Wow. Yeah, I did not know that. I didn't know. No, I only knew the surface of the Secret Service whiskey Trump off the oh, yeah, it's just for today. Tomorrow will probably be different.
I think tomorrow's always different than today, Mike.
Pretty much. I mean, sometimes I repeat. But yeah. Usually I don't talk politics, but I'm giving an exception today.
Well, I hear you. I was like, I think about 58 and a half years old before I even paid any attention to politics. So it's only been about a year and a half. And it's one of the most exasperating things to delve into because it's just so sick what happens in our government. All these dumb people are elected and how all these criminals acts are committed that are okay because we elected them, and how one side will playing like it's the end of the world on an issue, and then when the other party comes, or when they get into the being in control, they complain this, and then when they lose control, they complain the exact opposite, and they're the same people.
Yep.
And it's just like, well, if you look back to the even movies made from the OOS, who were the first people you didn't trust? The government.
Mm-hmm. No Justice says tomorrow is Taco Tuesday, and then he says later. I doubt I have Taco Tuesday because I had shrimp tacos last night. I doubt we're going to have tacos tomorrow. Maxine Barella, hello. How are you? Rusty Grammar, government are the criminal. Man, I don't trust the government. That's why I'm not voting. News New England, two wings, but the same bird. All right. Is that the real News New England? And yes, it is the real News New England. Just checked it. Wanted to make sure I didn't get a clone.
No, there's only one of me. You can Google it.
What, Jerry Ackland?
I said I'm not a clone. You can Google me. There's only one of me in the universe.
I don't know any Jerry Ackland except for you. You're the real McCoy, I know that. And News New England is also News New England. It's not a clone. I do get clones in here sometimes. When I do, I like to get rid of the clone altogether. I don't like people cloning. Now watch, I'll get a barrage of clones in here.
By clones, you mean sock accounts?
Yeah, you know, people saying that they're News New England when they're not.
Oh, okay. So people who are imposters. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, but this is the real McCoy. I'm just using an example.
Yeah, they'll add one space to the name, and other than that, all the words are the same.
Or whatever.
Mine just jumps right to the conclusion.
I get. Who is Jerry, anyways? Grateful Gal asks. Jerry's been a supporter for a while now, right, Jerry?
I didn't catch that part. You buffered on me.
You said you've been a supporter for a while here, right?
Oh, we got a couple 3 years into it. Yep.
There you go. At least 3, because I've been doing this for like 3 years, doing this stuff, that panel, you know. Thomas Morris, Michael, are you okay, buddy? You look really sickly. I hope you're in decent health. I'm great. It's just my hair. I don't comb my hair. That's probably why you're thinking I look sickly. No, I'm perfectly fine. Thank you very much.
So that's not a psych eval, though. That's just an opinion, guys.
There you go. Exactly. Oh, Mike is currently taking applications for sister wives. Why would it? Oh, night bot. Someone triggered night bot. I'm not really taking applications for sister wife. For one, it's illegal. For number two, what?
What's illegal?
Having sister wives. In Utah, they turn a blind eye. They don't care. Unless you go on TLC or some kind of television program like Dr. Phil, all that kind of stuff, and you expose yourself, Utah will get you. They ran out Cody Brown. They ran out him and his sister wives, and they moved to Las Vegas. No, it's not illegal. Yeah, it is. It's a misdemeanor. It's legal. Sunflower Sky from Utah, of course, is agreeing that it's not. No, you can get it. It used to be a felony. Now you can only get a misdemeanor for it.
It amazes me because one woman's enough trouble. Why would you want more?
I want something. No, never mind. Forget what I said, Sunflower. Scratch it.
Okay, I maintain it because it.
Sister wives for all. There's people, there's guys that have sister wives in Utah as we speak, and they're not getting busted over it. Can you imagine all that stuff going around? Locking everybody, all the polygamists in the whole state of Utah. You'd have to build a brand new state penitentiary in Utah to house them all. Beach 12366 says anyone with self-dignity or self-respect would not pose as in any despicable presentation on his channel. No, thank you. No, nobody's cloned News New England. I was just making conversation. Thomas Morris, Sunflower. I won't read all that out. No need to. SS, thanks for the clarity, too. I have not been on YouTube of our buddy. Uh-oh. Crap. We're recycling. That's not good. Can you guys hear me? I'm frozen. Crap. Sunflower hasn't been on for 2 weeks. What's up with this? Darn connection. All right, it's coming back. What? All right. Okay, are we back?
Yeah, I touched a little blue button to see what it did, and it wasn't happy.
Well, it stopped me too. Not you, but probably my connection. I've had connection issues all day long today. It's not YouTube. It's just my connection for some reason.
I was trying to figure out how to type in chat. I'm a computer guy, and I'm trying to suck through my iPhone, and I really do suck.
It's very new service, Mike. Let's I don't know. I'm gonna skip any and all kinds of conversations going on the live chat. I got to pay attention more on Jerry Ackland, who's on my panel, and I'm glad you're on. It's very new service. How are you doing? See you guys. So, uh-oh. Did it go out again? Oh, crap. What happened? Jerry Ackland. There you go. Beep, boop. Are you having problems, Jerry, or is it me?
I don't know. I have trouble with the iPhone, but it just...
I don't know.
It just kicked me back, so it did let me right back in. I didn't have to type all the other things, like my email and my passwords. I'm trying this through Safari. It's the only thing that'll let me do a StreamYard on my iPhone. And I have 90% of the things shut down that they would like to have me have open. But so some things don't work right.
Yeah. I've got connection issues too, so bear with me, will you? Please. What we got here? Okay. Clock's still working good. Hello, T. Would you like to come on panel? T, please come on panel. Sunflower doesn't want to come on panel. T, come on. You don't have
Sunflower Sky, Teresa, stop by.
Huh? I have not tried the Frosty Chino at Wendy's. Rusty Grammar, have not tried that. Swami, you are awesome. He's an awesome guy. I'm cooking dinner. Rats, T! You would have been my lifesaver.
How long do we have to get there, Teresa?
But she's listening. So, are you, Sunfire? Are you always looking out for your job? Yep. I miss T right here. T, I want to thank you for over the weekend. Appreciate that very much. Do a good job. I don't care what anyone says. T's all right in my book. Malloy's, you need to get out, get some sun, vitamin D. Seriously? I was thinking about going out and just going out and pedaling my wheelchair over to buy some businesses like Walmart and be on the sidewalk or something. Filming. No problem. T, you're awesome. Sunflower Sky, you're awesome. All of you guys, Grateful Gal, you're awesome. All you guys are awesome. Sunflower is the best, says Swami. All of you guys are the best. NJ Diver, all of you are awesome.
So, Mike, do you consider this a hobby?
What I'm doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a good one because I like what I'm doing. I also consider it sort of like work for me because I'm retired, fully retired, 100%. But it's a little bit of work for me. I mean, it's not much work, but to me, I feel like it's a hobby / work, which is good. I mean, this is the best. This is the best job I've ever had in my life, and I love it. Beach12366 says, "Mike, you're the best." Jerry Ackland, do you go out and film with the camera or no?
Yep. I've actually done 3 or 4 audits that I published.
Oh, you got some already in, right?
Yes, I have 3 or 4 interactions with the police, including one strange video I took of a police car from the city of Grand Haven that was parked in a handicap spot with a handicap sticker hanging on the mirror, and there was an officer in an official uniform that was using that car.
Jerry, have you ever? You don't have to answer this question if you don't want to. Have you ever been arrested? No comment.
That's good, because after you say question, I haven't heard a thing.
What's that?
And I don't know if they're hearing me.
I can hear you good.
Okay, I didn't hear the question, though.
Oh, you didn't hear? Okay. You don't have to answer the question if you don't want to. Have you ever been arrested?
Oh, yeah. I was put in the back of a police car a couple of times. One not my fault, one definitely my fault. Go ahead.
Were they because of you using your camera or no?
No, I've never had any conflict because I pulled my camera out and used it. I got a couple of unusual looks at the Secretary of State, and I came back, but I've never really had anybody look at me and be afraid because I have a camera. It might be because I'm using a walker, but
like when you did those audit, or what did you do? Cop watch, or you did what? 3 years?
Let's see. I did Secretary of State a couple of times when I went into the Secretary of State. I did a couple of audits when some guy went insane about me parking at the school bus stop area and called the police on me.
Wow.
I did those. Oh yeah, this guy was off his rocker. I was parked on the road, and apparently he didn't want me parked where everybody else always parks for some reason. That was interesting with 3 kids in the car and a guy just going absolutely apeshit outside the car. My kids were terrified. Then the cops come. They get more scared. Or my grandkids. So some of the interaction with the officer, I was metered based on the fact I was trying to calm my grandkids down, not have any conflict with the cops. But that would have been my third audit, and the officer just walked up to me and said, pulls out the paper and said, I'd like to put your phone number down. I said, I really don't want to get, that's all right. We know who you are.
So while you did your audits and all that, you never been arrested during those times, right?
No, I've never had anybody question my ability to be in public and use a phone camera.
That's good. I hope you don't get arrested if you're filming. That's just, my advice.
Grateful gal, you stole several bras. How many titties do you have?
Wow. She stole bras.
No, I was arrested for a DUI, which was my fault. I went out on a emergency call after I'd been drinking, and irregardless, I slammed my truck into the ditch and got arrested.
Oh, and then what was the one that wasn't your fault when you got arrested?
That was a child support issue. I was pulled out of work by the police department and drove to another county because they put a bench warrant out because I wasn't paying my child support, even though my child support comes out of my check before I get it.
Wow.
And was paid every month for 3 years before I was arrested for it. Well, so I'm there. They explained to me that I wasn't paying my child support. I said, every check stub I have proves I was. Well, it wasn't getting counted. Shortly after this happened, the friend of the court, who was for 2 counties, went on permanent vacation to another country. But that's not the funny part. The funny part is after I sat in jail overnight, I got to go in front of the judge. And he says, well, you do have arrears. And I said, I know, I've been paying my arrears. And he said, well, what we're going to do is we'll release you if you go ahead and sign your state taxes over to us. And I'm actually sitting there in the courtroom going, well, I just got a notice that they're going to take all of my taxes for my student loan default. Okay, Judge, sure, I'll sign. So 6 months later, I got a note from the court. They were going to sign another bench warrant because I didn't send them my money from the state income tax return. I said, well, you have to talk to the Secretary of Michigan because they took it.
So were you exonerated on it or not?
All the credit I hadn't gotten, and hundreds of people that paid cash on Friday because that's how they did it up north, who weren't credited. Some people went to jail, but thousands of dollars were embezzled by the friend of the court.
But I mean,
and he ran off and lived in an.
Those are all cleared up now, though, right?
As far as I know, they went back and everything was corrected because I never heard another thing about it.
I mean, if you're walking and get a jaywalking ticket, they run your name. You're not going to be held on a warrant, right?
No, I have no warrants. I can't have warrants on me.
So you're clean then, right now.
Yeah, I have to stay clean. I can't carry any warrants on me. I have too many problems with the FBI.
You have FBI on you?
Since I was 14.
Oh my God, what'd you do? See, I'd like to film the outside of an FBI building. Like T did. But I don't want to do Washington, D.C. I want to do Portland, FBI. One of these days, maybe I'll do it. But I want to be on public property, not on their property. I do it. I think it was Johnny 5-0 that did the San Diego FBI building one day.
Trying to do the best I can, Mike, but you keep dropping on me.
It might be
Spin
my.
class.
It might be my connection. Grateful Gal stayed one night in jail. Is that for stealing the bras? Yikes. God. I got arrested for stealing bras. That's like the last thing I want to touch are those things. Yeah. I saw the judge shackled, but what? I don't know what that's supposed to mean, Grateful Gal. Man. So, for the record, I've never been arrested in my life. Never. I've never been detained either. I sold garments from Deseret Industries, said Sunflower Sky. Are they still in business in Utah? They probably closed them like they did ZCMI. This was in Indiana, Grateful Gal? Wow. Indiana's strict. And look at our vice president that comes from Indiana. Triple G's. Hello, Mike and everyone. Hello. How are you, Triple G? They are hopping business. Wow. I didn't know that. I thought they closed down like they did ZCMI. They closed that down in Utah. No more ZCMI for Utah. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing great. Junior and I love to go shopping there. Cool. Where ZCMI? Zion, you go to Zion Bank too, right? Which is owned by everything in Utah is owned by the Mormon church. You don't even own your own bloody house, Sunflower Sky. The Mormons own it. They got all your money that you put into your mortgage. All goes to the Mormons in Utah. If I show my temple recommend, I get 10% off. How come you rate and I don't? I swear, the Mormons own my life. They own mine too. What are you talking about? They own James Freeman, for God's sake. Joe McAllister, AOL says hi, Jack. Oh, hello, AOL. Psst, you got mail. Oh, wait. You got mail. I don't know how he does it. You got mail. There you go. I haven't been on AOL for a while now, a few months ago. What else? Mr. Bates, yes, they have the biggest family database in the world. Oh, yeah, the Mormons do genealogy, that's why. I lived in Michigan, but the shopping in Indiana was cheaper. I went there with bad people. Grateful Gal, you're in Indiana or Michigan? I forgot about AOL, so did I.
No, Grateful Gal, don't blame the other people.
Grateful Gal stole bras and got put in Sing Sing for one day.
Triple G, AOL. What about ICQ? Anybody remember ICQ?
What is that?
It was a social chat platform before AOL.
I did not know that.
It's like a 13-digit number you were given.
Oh, wow. Sunflower.
Oh, it was full of a ton of adultery.
Wow. Sunflower Sky says the Mormons have their secret mountain stronghold. That's where the nukes are. The nukes that Utah's gonna destroy the world with. I remember Messenger. Me too. Hello, Mr. Bates. Yahoo Chat, and there was also CompuServe. They were before AOL. CompuServe. AOL still
Nobody
going.
else remembers ICQ. I must be too old for y'all.
I don't remember. I'm 68 years old, so.
It got me by 9.
There you go. What are you, 59?
Yeah.
Man, I'm terrible at math, and I got that. Wow. I'm not 16 anymore, like 43. You're 43. When I was 21, I wanted to retire. I told my father, I said, Father, I won't get Social Security when I reach 65. He says, oh yes, you will. They'll just change the name of it. Someone told me today, Malcolm was telling me today that Trump's going to try to get rid of Social Security. I didn't hear that.
That's not what he said. It's just fake news, his interpretation of what he was saying.
What was he saying anyway? I'm curious.
His comment wasn't that he was saying that Social Security's in trouble.
That's what he said.
And without changing it, it's going to end. I mean, it's unsustainable. Social Security, when it was enacted, had it been left alone as what it was, would have been fine. The mathematics would have never run out. The money would have never run out. However, it got so big quick that the government said, hey, that's a hell of a lot of money sitting there. Why don't we just throw that into the general fund? And so it stopped earning interest. It stopped being an annuity and became just part of the general fund. That's when Social Security was immediately mathematically unsustainable. Excuse me.
But he's not taking away Social Security, right?
No, he actually has said that he will protect anybody that gets Social Security. But there may be a point in the future where you won't be a person who expects to get Social Security is what is being given as a thing that's going around. They're trying to say that, look, it's never going to we're never going to keep doing it because there's going to be too many people taking it and not enough people giving it. Because it goes in general fund, doesn't earn interest for itself. It can't compound.
So you don't think Social Security ever go away, or you think eventually it will? Or you don't know?
No, if I look at the math, it can't. It can't exist. It can't sustain itself. So it will have to come a point where they say, look, make a better plan because we aren't going to take care of you.
Well, then they may call it a different name then, like my father said. They may change the name to it, which I think they'll have to.
Well, you're going to have to do something to get more money coming in that's going out. That's the facts. You can't fight those facts. So whatever they have to do to change the system so that it stays sustainable is going to have to be something. They can't just ignore it because there aren't too many years left before it won't be sustainable. Now, when I say this, though, you have to look at the big picture, and governments never ran on a sustainability program. We don't count our debt until it comes due. Government runs on a different accounting system than any business is allowed to. So in the big picture, there's a lot of things that aren't sustainable. Our debt is not sustainable. It's growing at a credible rate. The interest on it is now zero, thankfully, which does change your situation. So something has to change in the future. So we will have to do something. Now,
like I said, my father said they'll change the name of it, which they probably will. Like I said, I mean, the COVID is already taking a lot of elderly lives. Sunflower Sky just said that's why the pandemic is trying to get rid of the elderly population. The baby boomers like me are going to be, obliterated by the COVID virus or whatever. So then that's why I think maybe there'll be Social Security still around. Or if it's not, they'll change the name.
I don't know, Sunflower Sky. If you actually believe that, then you're having to say that people are sitting there saying, "How can we kill off the old people?"
I mean,
I'm not saying there aren't people like that out there, but that's what you would have to actually believe if you're going to make that statement.
the COVID virus is killing off elderly people right and left because they have those pre-existing conditions, and that's why I think Social Security will still be around. I mean, in 2052, I'll be 100 years old. I think if I last that long, like my mother lived to be 102 years old, if I live close to that age, like my mother did, I think there'll still be Social Security. I really do. And they'll probably have a different name to it. Rusty Grammar says, what about those who paid into the Social Security system like I did? I don't know. I'm saying.
I don't know either, Rusty. The one idea that was floated was they'll determine an age, like say 50. Okay, anybody who hasn't reached 50 at this point, there will be no Social Security retirement when you retire. And
So
then
grandfathered into it then, right?
I'm just saying some of the ideas I've heard floated around is a solution. Not whether I agree with them or not. I think that a lot of our problem is that we keep things into a too tight of a box because the future always brings change. So maybe there's something else that comes out that makes the situation change. Or maybe they start not having disability, but just Social Security retirement. Or there's a number of options they're doing, but the numbers don't look good for being able to keep paying everyone.
Hey, Ricky G. Like I said, if it gets too difficult for the government, what they'll do is they'll just change the name of it. They won't call it Social Security. They'll call it something else. And people will, there's people that are working that are paying into Social Security like I did. My wife.
That would be okay. I see what you're saying, and then you're saying just because I paid into it, they made me pay into it. They have to pay me back. That was the promise.
Right.
Have you ever had any promises the government have broken to you?
But you know what? You're never going to get all that money back that you put into Social Security. You're not.
Really? Are
Yeah.
you guaranteeing me that?
Really? Seriously? I'm not getting back anything. I'm not getting that much back in Social Security. I couldn't live on just Social Security alone. That's why I have CalPERS to help me out.
Okay, well, my situation was I worked 2 jobs most of my life, never making more than $20,000 a year. 1 year that I did, I still didn't clear 30, and yet I'm collecting $600 a month right now, more than I made a lot of the years I work now. You have to take into account the fact back then money, when I started, I got paid $1.90 an hour, so things have changed.
Right.
But for me, I can't buy what I could buy with what I could back then. But I'm getting monetarily the same number or more as if I had worked. So if I live till I figured it out with 96 or 97, I will have collected every penny I paid in.
Well, that's your individual case.
Well, and it's disability, not retirement. So had I worked 20 more years, I would have paid into Social Security a lot more and probably would not have been able to like you say, make it break even. But because I started on disability at the age I did, Social Security.
Are you on SSDI right now?
Yeah, I'm on Social Security disability income. Yeah.
See, when you reach 60, 66 or 67, it changes into Social Security. You won't be on the SSD the rest of your life. They change it, just like they changed mine. I went out way early than 65 or 66. It was 65 when I was a kid, when I was asking my dad, hey, they won't have Social Security when I get 65. And he said, oh, they'll just change the name of it. I was on SSDI, and once I reached 66 years old, it was supposed to be 65, but they upped it 1 year extra. So at 66, they gave me the change from SSDI to Social Security. In
And
fact,
did it go up or down?
SSDI, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead and finish your thought.
You get more in SSDI than you would if you just got straight Social Security.
That was my question. So when I get to 66 or 67 or 68, whatever they have it to at that point, I get less money because I'm on retirement now, not disability.
Well, you'll still stay the same.
Well,
You won't get
dead
a
air,
raise.
sorry.
But sometimes you get raises, though. Social Security and SSD we're getting raises. I haven't seen a raise lately, though. It's usually like 1%, which is chicken feed raise.
I didn't hear that all. I missed it all. Sorry, you were.
I don't know where you left off at.
Just tell me the answer to the question: will it go up or down?
No, you'll stay the same,
Okay.
or unless they give you a raise. Like I said, sometimes they'll give you 1% raise on it.
Okay.
I haven't seen a raise this year though.
Because I get 3% every year so far in the decade I've been on disability.
Right. But when you reach 66, 67, 68, whatever you said, which will probably be one of those numbers, then you'll get Social Security. If they still have it.
Right.
Which I think they will. Those people that tell me, oh, Social Security's going bankrupt and they're going to shut it down and all that stuff. That's a ploy, I hear it every flipping year. And it's a political ploy just to get people all riled up about it. I mean, even if they run out of Social Security for me and they don't pay out anymore and I get zero, I'll still be able to sustain my life. Because I have.
Yeah, you made a plan. That would be what I would suggest to anybody who's listening. Don't just count on the government taking care of you. They're bad at everything. Make a plan to take care of yourself.
Is Trump going to get the stimulus check again or no?
Right now, the Democrats won't even discuss it. Trump is actively, the executive part of our government is definitely for a stimulus, one-time payment again.
Right.
But the Democrats won't even come to the board, not to the table. They don't want to discuss any of it.
So they're stopping
If we aren't going to bail out all their retirement programs for these leftist-run cities and pay for all the bad management that they've done and the crazy programs that they pay for, then they won't even come to the table. So I don't think we're running out of days of Congress, too. If you don't all know, they don't work all year. So they're ready to go out of session soon.
So the Democrats are blocking the stimulus that Trump's wants, right?
They're actively blocking any progress towards making an agreement.
Because I think they should. I think Trump should put out a stimulus package like he did. The $1,200, like.
That's by Congress. Congress has to do that. He can sign it into law, but I'm not sure where he could come up with the funding for that.
Run by Democrats. Majority is run by Democrats, and they're the ones blocking the stimulus check that Trump wants to trot out, which I disagree with Democrats on that. We got it one time, and Trump is saying we need to do another, and I agree with Trump on that. But Democrats are blocking it, like you said. Hello, Pamela Morrison. Congress are blocking. Yeah, and most of the House of Representatives majority are Democrats, and the Senate majority is Republican.
Barely.
Yeah, barely, exactly.
They got 3 votes more, and
Nancy
we got.
Pelosi wants to block it. Vote, MM. No, I'm not voting.
But it was kind of a. If you look at it like this, Trump gave, like, say, the unemployment thing. He signs that into an executive order. Now, how do the Democrats take a stand on? We're going to go take you to court because you can't do that because we don't want people to get paid any money.
Because
that's going to have to be their stand. They can't.
Are they saying it's unconstitutional? Like they're crying now about it?
Yeah, they're saying it's not legal. He can't do that.
So they're saying it's
there's chapter and verse in the law. They were stated in Kelly McInerney's press conference today. She read out which laws were for each one and how the process worked. Every one of them is legal. The most difficult one is the eviction ones, and it's only actually that executive order is only a request for the government agencies to try as hard as they can. It's not actually an order that they have to not evict. It's not stopping evictions. It's just giving an order to please do everything we possibly can legally to help people not get evicted. And they're also the biggest thing Democrats are getting is the litigation issue. They're so tied into the bar that they have to say, no, you can't sue somebody because you have COVID. The Democrats say, oh, yeah, you can definitely sue. If you go to work and get COVID, you can definitely sue your boss, which we don't sue for any other illness you get when in the workplace or at the store. Or it'll tie up the courts for no reason, because how do you prove that's where you got it? The only way is genetically test the COVID you have and find somebody that got it before you that you got it from. I mean, the process would be crazy. So not giving protection from frivolous lawsuits to me is ridiculous. You take risks every day of your life with everything else. You get in a car. Do we stop manufacturing cars because car wrecks kill people?
Joe McAllister, thank you for the $2 donation. Much appreciated.
Oh, a super sticker. Good job, Joe.
Cool, it says. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Sunflower Sky says, Jerry's pick kind of looks like a wild boar with a party hat on, and Grateful Gal says, Cali can't fall into the ocean soon enough. I left California. I'm not in California anymore.
Sunflower Sky, that's a bearded dragon lizard, and when he got fed, he ended up flipping part of the lettuce onto his head, and then he went up and sat there, and I took that picture with him wearing a hat. Cool. And as far as Cali going into the ocean, California could never possibly, it's physically impossible for California to sink into the ocean.
Yeah, I doubt
because the fault line is on the inside of California, and the inside of the ground on California is going down under California, and California is actually rising up over the border where the break is. So you're never going to see California sink. Sorry. You might see it come over a couple of states that are to the east of it in the next million years, but never going to get rid of Cali.
Probably not.
It's on a different plate on the plate tectonics. It's on a whole different plate than the rest of the United States. Or I think Alaska is on it too. But there's a big, huge fault line that runs down that area, and everything that's on. Yeah, everything on the outside of that is rising up over top of the land and sliding across it. So, sorry, Cali's always going to be here, but we can always dream.
Grateful Gal says, we shall see.
I'm not sure about what, but I'm sure we will. I love geology. I hear you, Sunflower. One of the first books I bought was Volcanoes.
I love geology, says Sunflower Sky.
And I did a couple of papers in college on plate tectonics.
Cool.
Well, I was really interested on this stuff I'm standing on and if it was going to stick around or not.
So you're in Michigan, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Joe
Right.
McAllister's in West Virginia. Just saying. You guys don't have earthquakes in Michigan, do you?
Yeah, there are earthquakes everywhere. Just not bad earthquakes. I've been in, let's see, that would have been about 25 years old. I was sitting in my living room and went, why is the house shaking? It's like a bulldozer was driving in front of the yard. I referenced that because we had a heavy equipment company for a while.
Some
So like
far
when you,
back's from 8 Mile. You know where that's at? In Detroit? 8 Mile?
yeah,
No.
I know a lot about Detroit. I have relatives that live in Detroit or outside of Detroit. No, I'm on the other side. I'm over here about 3.5 miles from Lake Michigan.
Well, so you can go. You could walk to the lake if you wanted to, right? Oh,
And I'm in Grand Haven, Grateful Gap, Coldwater. No, Michigan's a beautiful state. We get all 4 seasons in the time we're supposed to get them.
have you ever been to Hell, Michigan?
Yeah. No, don't laugh. I used to play paintball at Hell, Michigan. They have a huge couple 100-acre park for playing paintball in.
I'm laughing because people say Hell doesn't exist, and I know it exists because it's in Hell, Michigan. That's funny. I've never been to Michigan, but isn't it hot and humid there?
We do have some humidity here, but Michigan is it's got a thing called lake effect.
Uh-huh.
So the weather comes across the whole United States, then it hits Lake Michigan, and Lake Michigan affects it. So we get a milder early climate in winter, and then a longer winter because the water gets colder. We have cooler summers. We do get a lot of humidity, but we don't retain a lot of water in Michigan because it's mostly sand. However, there's a lot of Michigan where the water table is 0 or a few feet. So there's a lot of swampland in Michigan.
Grateful Gal, you're in Ohio though, right? And Dragon 87, hello. And you are in West Virginia as well. And you play Mortal Kombat and all that Batman games. Pretty cool. You have 5 subscribers. My mom was a horse rescue in Colorado
Coldwater.
and a YouTuber. Grateful Gal, you in Michigan or Ohio? Which? I thought you were in Ohio. I love when Michigan beats Ohio State in football. I love it. And Judge Mathis is from Michigan, right? But he films his stuff in Chicago, though, so don't hold it against him. Oh, you're in Kansas City, Missouri. Okay.
You know, I lived in Ohio. See, a couple towns were called Hicksville. One was called Ney, little German town. But I did all my living up in northern West Michigan. My grandma bought a section of land, 880 acres, and put in a big well and gave 5 acres on the road property to all her kids, and the whole family, gravitated there for all holidays and all.
I don't know what happened to Grateful Granny. And also, Jackney Sneeb, would you like to come on panel? Hey, Jackney Sneeb has a wrench. I didn't know that. I forgot it, but I wrenched it. Watch, Jackney Sneeb will say, I have to mow the grass. Okay. All right, I'll send you a link. My brother, that's my brother, guys, blood brother. All right. Oh, crap, where is it? Um, give no links. Come on.
Well, that's cool, Scout Sunflower Sky. I think a team sport for kids is really good for them.
Okay, hold on. I didn't check my Gmail. I finally got some Gmails. Sunflower Skies Jackney is awesome. Queenie is still around. I did not know that. Thank you, Joe McAllister.
Denise Lynn, is that who he's talking about? She was on live stream last night.
Who's talking about?
Is he talking about Denise Lynn, or what's he talking about? Oh, I'm sorry. I read it wrong.
Oh.
Cleany is still around?
No, that's someone from AOL. Our Little League team won the World Series, too, remember, Mike? In 1963, the year the Dodgers won the World Series. Yeah. I love it. Hey, don't worry, Jerry. I like the Detroit Tigers, too.
Why?
Because they've had pretty good players over the years.
Over the years, they've had some decent players, but Detroit is in the group of cities that don't have to actually win to maintain a profit in a stadium.
Interesting.
That's one of the reasons where your stadium is located determines on whether or not you have to have a winning ratio or not. It's partially the amount of money that who own the stadium, but it's based on sustainability, based on whether or not you can lose all your games and still have enough fans to pay the bills.
Right.
And we have had, back in the 80s, early 80s, we had some real good teams.
Jackney Steve, you should have been on that All-Star team because Nails Walker used to play on your team on the Wolves or no?
They have no sports around here this year, Sunflower Sky. All of my grandkids all three of them that are old enough, boys and girls, were in sports in the winter and in the summer, but not now. They can't do any sports. Even though being outside, there's no real risk, and children really have such a nominal risk, you could worry about 1,000 other things that are more important.
Jackney Steve, come on panel, man. I sent you a link. I cannot tell you how much happy I was for my son to win. I was overwhelmed. I'm glad they won the championship in Utah. And you know how much I love Utah, except for the cops. Here's my brother, Jackney Sneeb. Hello, Jackney Sneeb. How are you? Are you waiting for your stimulus check from Donald Trump?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you good. Can you hear us?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I can hear you. Count.
Now.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I can hear you, but you were breaking up.
Oh, how about now?
Well, that was pretty good. Pretty
I
constant.
got a short in my mic.
Oh, you better fix that.
Wet your finger and touch your mic to find out where.
Yikes! You're the shock.
No, it's only a 3-volt microphone.
Oh, wait, let me separate this thing so I can see myself better. There we go. Now I can see myself better. I'm glad you're not mowing the lawn, Jackney Sneeb.
I don't have to mow the lawn today.
When are you going to do that? Tomorrow?
When it grows out.
Anyway, are you waiting for the stimulus check again signed by Donald Trump? Or rubber stamp?
I don't get checks.
How come you get the Army checks though, right?
No, everything's direct deposit.
Does it say U.S. Army on the check when you got it?
I don't get
No, I don't get a check.
Just money.
You just get the money from the government.
It's
right?
magic. My bank account just adds numbers.
Yeah.
Just like my Social Security.
Is that direct deposit?
Yep.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's just like that.
Except
Oh, yeah.
except for when I got the stimulus check the first time, that said Donald J. Trump on it. President Donald J. Trump on it.
No, it didn't.
It said it on the check on side.
No, it said it on the letter that the check was signed by the Secretary of the Treasury.
Treasury?
Yeah, they had a stamp that said President Donald J. Trump on the stamp.
That was just to get you to vote for him.
How come the Obama check didn't have President Obama's name on it?
Because he didn't send any checks.
You mean that $25 stimulus package that he sent us?
I thought it was $400 that he sent.
No, it was like $30.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I thought there was a 400. I love when Jackie comes on. He's so much fun.
No, I didn't get that one because I was so completely off the grid they didn't even know I existed.
Maybe I didn't get one either.
I didn't get one because it was an unemployment check.
It was?
Yeah.
Do you collect Social Security too, or not?
I don't discuss my finances on
Or is it none of my
YouTube.
Or was it? Or is it none of my beeswax?
You could say that.
Oh,
All we need is your account number and your PIN to verify that you were telling the truth. That's all we need.
Sunflower Skies, what did Mike say as a kid? I cannot lie, cannot lie, cannot lie. I did? No, I like lazy. And boy, am I lazy.
That's the one I remember.
Yeah, I like lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember I tried to get you to make your bed one day?
And I said,
You
I like
refused.
lazy. And Mom threw a fit too at me.
But you won.
I did.
Yeah, you never made your bed in 30 years.
That's right. I still have. And
But
I
every 5 years, Grandma would actually make you wash your sheets.
I still like being lazy.
Really?
Yeah, I don't work.
You could have fooled me.
I mean, this is the only work I do, and it's a hobby, and I like it. I never liked regular work. I hated being a custodian.
Why did you do it?
Because Mom made me work. That's why.
He didn't change his sheet. She just waited till there were enough dust mites to drag the sheet off.
She made me work, man.
Well, one of his friends came over and said, "What's that black shroud doing on Michael's bed?" And my mom said, "It's not a black shroud. That's his sheets."
Oh, gross. Are you serious? That was Mugridge who came over, right?
I'm not going to talk about our friends by name.
Oh, sorry.
You can use a code name if you want.
How about Mac Dude? That's a code name. Mac Dude.
But which one's Mac Dude?
Your Mac Dude. My Mac Dude I knew since junior high school and high school.
And what was his name?
I'm not giving out his code name.
Just give him his initials.
T. This is his first. Okay.
T what?
Oh, okay. T Mac Dude. He told me that.
Did you see the video of his son breaking his leg on the mountain?
I didn't see that.
I sent it to you. I sent you the video.
Oh, I must have misplaced it.
You didn't see that? I can't believe it.
I misplaced it.
Yeah, he fell off of a mountain and broke his leg, and they had to come in and get him, pull him out with a helicopter.
Oh gosh, We're going to overtime because my brother's here. Right, Mom?
Overtime.
Overtime. Well, we're not overtime.
It's only an hour and 30 minutes.
I know. Well, it's an hour and 35 minutes, but we're going to go overtime after that. Because you're still here. Watch him say, I got to mow the lawn. Bye.
How much time are you allowed to have?
2 hours altogether.
Oh.
But
What do you do when you're not using the YouTube channel? I noticed you didn't use it Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. What do you do all day?
I watch other YouTubers.
Oh.
And I watched the Dodger game over the weekend, too. And
Who won?
They won yesterday. They took 2 out of 3 from the Giants over the weekend. Now they got the Padres tonight.
So what place are they in?
Like a half a game behind first.
And how many games are left?
I don't know, though. They total all the 60s. They haven't reached the 60 mark yet.
How many have they played?
I don't remember. He dreams about mowing the lawn, says Sunflower. Who dreams about? I ain't mowing no lawn. Have I ever mowed the lawn here, Mom?
Not here at the apartment, no.
See, there you go.
I don't think you've ever mowed a lawn in your life.
Yes, he has.
Yes, I have. I mowed Mom's front and backyard.
Yes, you did.
See, you saw me do it.
Mm-hmm.
See? Told you I got a witness. Witness.
Watch it.
Watch it. Hey, Bob. Huh?
I'd have to see with my own eyes.
I did.
Well,
Unfortunately,
that's just your opinion.
We don't have film on it.
Well, even if you did, it'd just be a film. That's all.
Is that where you met Oral Hershiser, where you're sitting down at a plate dinner
Where?
in your icon picture?
No.
That was taken at a rally, right? No, not a rally.
What? My picture?
Yeah, your picture icon. That was taken at a party plate dinner, right?
No.
What gathering was it? It was a gathering.
It wasn't a gathering. It was in my house.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah.
a restaurant. What are you eating? Chicken? Eggs
You got
and bacon?
glasses on. It's a grilled cheese sandwich. Can't you tell?
It looked like eggs and bacon to me.
Well, I can't see the resemblance. It looks like a piece of toast with some cheese on it.
Looks like scrambled eggs with toast. All those cats were watching. No video, it didn't happen. This is Jerry Ackland. It happened, trust me. There's no video of Christopher Columbus or Joseph Smith ever crossing into Utah. Let's put it that way. Yet they have a Joseph Smith Memorial Building in Salt Lake City, Utah, and he never crossed the border into Utah.
Did he ever cross the Delaware?
Washington did. That's what they say. I don't believe it. Just like they say Washington, D.C. isn't any state, but it's in the majority of it is in Maryland over Virginia.
It's not in Maryland or Virginia.
It's borders it. Okay, but the most
borders it. Yeah, it's like saying Arizona's in California. It's not. It's on
like
the border.
Oregon's in Washington and California. They don't want to say that because then every Washington state will say Washington, D.C. should be in Washington state since we're Washington. The state of Washington. That's why they don't want you to do that.
Who says that?
I don't know. Other people in history have said that. What about the people? What about the border then? Most of the border hangs in Maryland than it does in Virginia.
It's not in Maryland. It's as outside of Maryland as Mexico is outside of the United States. It's outside. It's not in Maryland.
Okay, I get you. Joseph Smith died by the well. Look, he sure did. Joseph Smith never made it to Utah, yet they have a Joseph Smith Memorial Building. That was the Hotel Utah before that. And Dad was a bellhop at the Hotel Utah. So there.
He was?
Yeah, you didn't know that? Mom told me that story.
Is that your brother talking?
Yeah, that's why I want to go overtime today.
Oh, all right.
Oh, yeah, I can go overtime.
Yeah, no complaining.
Yeah, okay, no complaint. You heard her first.
Did I tell you about my Halloween costume?
What was it? A bumblebee?
No, I was a harp.
You were a what?
A
A
heart?
harp.
Heart? Heart?
No, harp. HARP.
Oh, like Elizabeth Smart played the harp.
Yeah. And I went in a party and some guy said, "What are you supposed to be?" And I said, "I'm a harp." And he said, "You're too small to be a harp." I said, "You're calling me a liar?"
I got that joke.
How did you get it? Can you help me get it? I was just laughing
A
for.
lyre is a stringed instrument. So it's a harp.
Oh, what do they call
A lyre.
it? A liar?
L-Y-R.
Oh, it's not Liar like people
No,
call
not
me.
like liar, pants on fire.
Come on. I still don't get it. It's still over my bloody head, for God's sake. Sunflower Sky says you have to give a secret handshake to get into the Hotel Utah. Do you know the U.S. Army does secret salutes? Did you know that?
I can't tell you that.
Yeah, you can.
No,
Well,
I'm reclaiming my time. I'm reclaiming my time.
what do you mean reclaiming?
I'm reclaiming my time.
What's that mean?
Well, what do you think it means? It means you can't keep talking while I'm reclaiming my time.
Oh, God. I've never heard that before. Look at the U.S. Army has secrets.
I'm
The
reclaiming my time. We're not talking about that anymore.
Oh, he doesn't want to talk about the Army. They're a cult. They're a cult.
Reclaim my time.
Give
Okay.
him his time.
Every time? Oh my gosh. That's not government. You can't claim freedom of speech.
I'm reclaiming my time now. So
Right.
there's no more talking about that.
No, I'm talking about freedom of speech now. You
But you can't do that if somebody reclaims his time.
tell that to the police officer, Jack Neesky.
I'm reclaiming my time.
Are you reclaiming your time on anything I say?
No, just the stuff that shouldn't be discussed on YouTube.
Oh, why shouldn't it be discussed on YouTube?
Because it's none of anybody's business about the secret handshakes.
What about the secret salutes?
You don't want people to sneak into the army base using the secret handshake they got off your channel, do you?
I don't care who sneaks on the Army.
What if they're terrorists or looters or rioters or protesters or something? You don't want them doing that. Is there a secret handshake for the Portland Police Department?
There's a brotherhood. There's a code of silence. That's just as bad. Just like
Isn't silence free speech?
yeah, you can say the Fifth
There
Amendment.
you go.
Fifth Amendment to the Constitution is free speech.
No, it's the First Amendment.
No, Fifth Amendment.
You're free to speak or free to not speak.
Fifth Amendment is you refuse to comment on the grounds that it may incriminate.
What's the Sixth Amendment?
I have no idea. I don't. What's
the Third Amendment?
The Second Amendment is the bear arms.
Which you have right now.
Oh, I'm not bearing any arms.
You have bear arms.
Oh, bear arms. I get it. And you have to wear a baker's hat. No, I don't wear a baker's hat. Never mind. Oh,
A beaker's hat? What's a beaker's hat?
a baker's hat that they have.
Oh, a baker's hat. Do you have one of those?
I don't own one, no.
Oh, let me look it up online, see if I can get one for you. Hold on.
I can rent one. I can rent one in the temple, but not here. Bottoms up. It's just water, guys. Grateful gal. Through the amendment, please. You mean go through the amendment? First Amendment is freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom of religion. But Utah doesn't have separation of church and state because all our institute buildings are on top of high school ground. And they hold institute before school and after school. Soon to be, they'll probably have it during school. And they get credit. They get credits for that too. Every time the cash register rings in the temple of Dana gets its way.
Pluto is not a planet.
What? What's not a planet?
I'm looking up your baker's hat.
From where?
From where?
Come on, Jack.
I'm
That's
looking it up online. What do you think?
Oh yeah, the seminary building is smack down on right on high school grounds. Not institute. The institutes are at colleges. I mean, there was an institute, Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints Institute, right on USC grounds, where my brother graduated. Oh, no,
Hey.
that, right?
Did you hear about that rich guy that died and was wearing an expensive, expertly tailored black suit?
No.
And his wife went to the mortuary, and the undertaker asked how she would like him dressed for the funeral. He said he's already got a nice black suit on. Would that be okay? And she goes, no, I've always thought he looked in blue, so I'd like to have him in a blue suit. In fact, I'll give you a blank check, no matter what it costs. I don't care. Just make sure he's got a blue suit on. So the woman returns the next day and finds out her husband's dressed in a nice, excellent blue suit. And she goes, thank you very much. How much did you spend? And to her astonishment, the mortician presents her with the blank check, says there's no charge. She goes, no, really, I must compensate you for the cost of that exquisite blue suit that he's wearing. The mortician says, honestly, ma'am, it costs nothing. You see, a deceased gentleman of about your husband's size was brought in shortly after you left yesterday, and he was wearing an attractive blue suit. I asked his wife if she minded going to his grave wearing a black suit instead, and she said it made no difference as long as he looked nice. So I just switched heads.
Oh. What do you do? Chop her head off and replace it with another one?
He switched heads. It was a lot easier changing clothes on a stiff, dead body.
Oh, okay, gross. That's called seminary. Yeah, the Catholic Church also calls it seminary. But those are for people to become a Catholic priest. If you go through seminary, you could become a high priest in the Mormon religion. Oh wait, they don't call them high priests anymore. They call them elders. They did away with high priests and 70s, except for the general 40s still have 70. I'm learning a lot of Mormonism here from Sunfire Sky. Hannibal the Cannibal approves this message. Morbid, but whatever. That's what I was thinking. Grateful gal. That's why I said, ew, it's gross.
I can't get that baker's hat. They've got one for $2.49, but it's made out of paper and it comes from China.
Oh, don't buy anything from China.
No,
Buy from USA. If
I
anything,
can't. They don't have them.
they don't sell them. I know everything about Mormons. So do I, Sunflower Sky. Except I made that mistake by saying institute and I meant seminary. I only went to seminary one semester anyway. It was a drag. Not that I'm bashing Mormons. Jack Sneeb, you know that temple in Salt Lake City? The Angel Moroni fell apart during an earthquake. Did you know that?
I can't believe it.
Yep.
You mean the Angel Moroni couldn't survive an earthquake?
No, but they still have the pieces to it.
Did they glue them together?
Did they
With,
glue it back with super glue sunflower?
Gorilla glue?
Gorilla glue or Elmer's glue?
Or Elmer Moroni's glue?
I'm surprised you didn't say Moroni or
No, Moroni's Italian.
the book of
Moroni's my mother-in-law's maiden name.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they're Italians.
Or the Book of Moron. You didn't say that one.
The Boca Moron.
Yeah. Did you see the Mormons just opened the temple capsule Angel Moroni was standing on? True story. Look it up. Oh, I want to know about the Angel Moroni. Did they fix it yet? What does Mormonism have to do with Mormonism? I don't know. I'm just going by what Sunflower Sky started. It was the giant ball he was standing on. They had to fix that giant ball at the temple. That crashed too. Actually, the only thing that was broken was the bugle. That Angel Moroni is supposed to bugle. On the east, all temples that have Angel Moroni is facing the east because that's where Jesus.
Have you ever had a police cookie?
No, what's that?
You know, a cupcake.
Got it, cupcake. What do you think of it? The Salt Lake City Temple is under construction. Is the Angel Moroni back up though, or no? Is it still down? It's going to be under construction for another 4 years, right? Oh, and you can't go into temples now either because, and you can't go into the church either because they don't hold services because of the COVID. No what? Because of the COVID virus. No church services because you have to do your church at home now. My church's home is talking to Sunflower Sky. That's my church. What's so funny?
You're having church at home?
That's the new thing that you're supposed to do because of the COVID. They won't allow parishioners.
Well, why don't you just do that all the time? Why do you have to wait for a virus?
There you go. I'm all for that. I get my church news from Sunflower Sky because she's at the hub right near Salt Lake City, Utah, where the headquarters is, and for the Mormon church.
Remember when they wanted us to go to church and it was Fast Sunday? And you said, how come they call it Fast Sunday? We got to stay there for 2.5 hours.
That's not being very fast.
No.
Yeah. They sell sacrament trays for home use now. They do? Oh my God. Are you serious, Sunflower? Or are you just joking? I could use water here. Oh, for Fast Sunday. Geez, smiling faces for Fast Sunday. Fast Sunday was actually Slow Sunday to me. Wasn't very fast.
They don't have that anymore, do they?
What?
Fast Sunday.
Not now because of they're not holding church services. Ice Cold Audit, hello, how are you? Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, Ice. How's it going?
What are we looking up online? Yes, they do. Where do
The
you
baker's
fast Sunday on? At home? They don't have church services. They won't let you go in because the COVID.
It's kind of like asking if they have the 4th of July in England, you know?
Oh, that's right. They do have a 4th of July in England. They just don't do fireworks like we did. You know what? That's another thing about England I want to mention. Looky online that they sell. Oh, I believe you. I'm not doubting that. They sell sacrament trays online. Wow. I believe you.
Yeah, but they're
broke at first.
They're plastic.
Well, the cups are.
No, the trays are plastic, the ones they sell online.
Oh, they are? They're not metal like they use the church service?
No, they're chrome covered plastic.
That's a ripoff. I don't know.
Why is it a ripoff? What's the difference?
Well, the ones at church are steel, man.
So what?
They're wooden. What's wooden? The trays? The trays will break under wooden. Damn. Oh, man.
Did you ever break up the bread when you were
a deacon? Yeah, you did too. You reached up.
But I washed my hands.
Yeah, I did too. You reached to a priest, didn't you?
I don't discuss my personal.
The priest said you were a priest. You got to say the sacrament like I did. My doctor says he just uses a Christmas tree for sacrament meeting at home. That's got to be the grossest thing to have church service in your bloody home, for God's sake. As far as I get, I have a nightly prayer with my wife every night. That's it.
That's carrying religion way too far.
What, praying to your?
No, having a church service in your house.
Well, that's how they're doing it now. I don't know how my younger brother's doing it, but he's doing it, I guess, because he's pretty active. But he lives in St. George, Utah, where it's hotter than Hades there right now. St. George ain't too bad in the freaking wintertime. Mormons here get into their church clothes at home on Sunday. Are you serious, Sunflowers? That's got to be a joke, right? Why would you wear a suit and tie in your own home holding church services?
Well, God can see you just as well in your living room as he can in church.
Yeah, but I don't want to be wearing a suit and tie in this heat without central air conditioning here in Salem.
You only have to wear it for a couple of minutes until God moves on to another house.
I want to see that. My friend's doing it. Show me those pictures. I want to see it. I know that's probably sacrilegious, but I still want to see the pictures. I won't share them. She says her friends are doing it because she lives in Utah. There's nothing but Mormons living in Utah. Nothing but Mormons. And the non-Mormons that are living there, they just live there because they like the climate.
If they didn't have any non-Mormons, they wouldn't need police.
Yeah, there you go. And the crime rate in Utah is low, real low, because of the Mormons. Wait, those Danite police officers in Cedar City almost killed James Freeman. NC Tyrant Hunter, hello, how are you, sir? There is no separation of religion and state. You mean separation of church and state in Utah? There isn't because of seminary buildings right on high school property. The Danites almost killed Freeman. Yeah, they almost killed James Freeman. The guy was reaching for his gun. I'm not kidding you. The Utah police are wicked. You know, one of the prophets said there will be Salt Lake City, Utah will be one of the wickedest cities in the world. He said there will be blood in the streets in Salt Lake City when that happens. They almost killed James Freeman in a Walmart parking lot. You know, all James Freeman had to do was in Cedar City, Utah, say, "Hey, I'm an active Mormon," and they would have backed off. They wouldn't have had their henchmen. But he didn't declare religion. NC Tyrant Hunter just came by to hit the like button. Michael Malloy, have a great night. Thank you for coming in and doing that, NC Tyrant Hunter.
So you think if some guys come up to you and want to beat you up and rob your house and everything, if you say, "Hey, I'm on your side," they'll leave you alone?
In Las Vegas? Yeah, sure.
Anywhere.
Oh, if you said Las Vegas, and I'm responding.
I said, no, I didn't say that. I said if
those guys,
a bunch of thugs came into your house and started beating you up and robbing the place, you think they'd stop if you said, "I'm on your side"?
I'm on your side. Who says I'm on your side?
You said that if James Freeman had said, "I'm a Mormon," they would have left him alone.
Exactly.
Well, do you think that if somebody came over to your house and threatened to beat you up and steal your stuff, that if you said, "Hey, I'm on your side," they'd leave you alone?
So you just say, take anything and everything you want. That's what you'd say to spare your life.
But why wouldn't it work to just say, "I'm on your side"?
It wouldn't work like that.
Well, then why would it work if James Freeman did it?
He's saying, "Hey, I'm a Mormon," because a cop would have said, "Well, we're Mormons too." So, and if he said, "I'm a very active Mormon," they would have left.
But it doesn't matter. People all the time, people get assaulted by people, and they go, "I'm on your side," and it doesn't matter. They get beat up anyway.
So if the cops arrest me, and I say,
"Hey, I'm on the cop's side," and they look down and see a bleeding hulk of a man that you just mauled to death with your cane, and then you say, "Oh, I'm on your side. I gave money to the police department." Think they'll leave you alone?
Well, Sunflower Sky said he just needed to flash his temple recommend because that's how Mormons work in Utah. Exactly. He says, "Here, I'm a temple-worthy Mormon. I've got my temple recommend." They would have left him alone.
If you had just committed armed robbery and beat an old lady to death with your wheelchair, and the cops came up to you and you showed them your press pass, do you think they'd leave you alone?
I've got a press pass actually, and I think
that would stop them from arresting you.
I think I would be left alone, especially in Utah, if I showed them this press pass. And if I had my cane with me, like I have now, I still think I wouldn't be arrested because they'd feel sorry for me. That's how I roll.
Well, I think you're sort of I think you're on the wrong track there, Michael.
Well,
Who are the Danites?
The Danites. They were like the Mormon. They're like the Mormon mafia.
Oh.
You don't want to mess with those guys, dude. You don't want to mess with any of those guys.
So is that what keeps the looters and rioters out of Salt Lake City?
Yep. The cops will lock them up and throw away the key, even if they're Mormon. That's how
Why don't they hire themselves out to Portland and stop the riots there?
They should.
Think they could make money?
Of course they'll make money. Utah and Mormons work very different, Jack. Yeah, they do. Mormons protect Mormons, the Mormon mafia, the Danites. See, I'd use my cane. Now, if I go to Portland and say I'm Mormon, they ain't gonna do. They'll do a lot of crap against me.
But you're not in the mafia.
No, I'm not in the Danites. Porter Rockwell, I've been to his birthplace. He's the one that started the Mormon Danites. They actually
Really?
Yeah. He was friends with the Mormons. And I think he was baptized Mormon. Let's ask Google. This is great.
Ask Google.
Hey Google, was Porter Rockwell?
Here are some matching news articles.
Crap. Hey Google, was Porter Rockwell from the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints member of? Porter
Hey
Rockwell.
Google, if a chicken and a half can lay an egg and a half and a day and a half, how long does it take a grasshopper with a wooden leg to kick the seeds out of a dill pickle? Yes or no? Answer. No, they don't know.
Yeah, they don't know. They said listening to the prophet Joseph Smith tell a story of his angel of the angel and the hidden place. Young Porter Rockwell's adventures was through the Smiths. Hey Google, was Porter Rockwell a member of the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints? That still doesn't say it. Let's see.
Ask Cortana.
Hey Cortana, is Joseph Smith a Mormon? Teacher of God's truth. Jeez. Hey Google, what is a Danite? Didn't do it. Hey Google, what is a Danite? Damn night. Hey Google, who is Porter Rockwell?
According to Wikipedia, Orrin Porter Rockwell was a figure of the Wild West period of American history.
Oh.
A lawman in the Utah Territory. He was nicknamed Old Port and the Destroying Angel of Mormondom. He was as famous and controversial during his lifetime as White Earp. Wow. Porter Rockwell is buried in Salt Lake City, Utah. Wow.
You know, we buried our dad in Wisconsin.
Yeah, no, didn't he get cremated?
We had to. He died.
Yeah, but they didn't give him like they gave Mom. I mean, they didn't give him a casket. They cremated him, right?
He had a cake tin.
A what?
A cake tin.
What's a cake tin?
Well, it's one of those cans. Like, remember when Mom used to make cookies and put them in that can? It's like that.
And you used to sprinkle hot spices on those cookies, and I thought they were just those glitter things, and I ate them, and it was too hot for me. Oh.
I'm reclaiming my time.
Okay. Did Father split?
We're not going to talk about that anymore.
He's not talking about that.
I'm reclaiming my time. I'm not.
Porter Rockwell then.
No, we don't want to talk about that anymore. That's boring.
Okay. Were you born by the same doctor as me?
Are you asking Google or
You.
ask Google?
Hey, Google, where was Michael Davis Malloy born? I gave my full name out. It says Mike Myers. Oh my God. It said Mike Myers on it. Oh God. So Porter Rockwell was really born, was really buried in Salt Lake City. I never knew that. I thought he was buried like back east somewhere.
Yeah, I thought he was buried in Grant's tomb.
That's what I thought too. Who was buried in Grant's tomb anyway?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Yeah, he sprinkled hot spices on my, and they were red, and I thought they were red sprinkles, that Mom used to make. My blood mother. And then when I got in the cookie jar, Mom put red sprinkles on, those candy sprinkles. So I took a bite. God, it was hot. I go, damn. Oh my God, the hot spices cookies. I love it. No, you wouldn't love it. It was super hot. What kind of hot spice did you put in those red things?
I reclaim my time. We're not talking about that anymore.
Oh crap, it's so funny.
No, it's no longer relevant.
Okay. Oh, reclaim his time. Whatever that means. It's a reclamation project, I think he's trying to say. Anyways, what else? We can't talk Army. There he goes.
Yeah, you can talk about the Army, but no secret stuff. None of this handshake business.
See, it's a secret cult. The Army's a secret cult. They're the worst cult in the world.
All right, never mind. I'm reclaiming my time.
Oh, crap. You don't want to get it. Wait. Okay. What? How fast does a Huey helicopter go? Miles per hour.
That's a secret.
Okay, what about, does the Army ever use a stealth bomber?
No, the Army doesn't have stealth bombers. That's not a secret.
Can the Army use a stealth bomber if they want?
No, they don't have anybody that can fly it.
Oh, crap.
That's not a secret.
No secret signs, tokens, or symbols. The Freemasons do that too, Sunflower Sky.
Oh, that's a secret.
Yeah, it is a secret.
Well, then how do you know about it?
Because I've been in the temple, and the Freemasons have the same thing. Because Joseph Smith was a 33rd degree Freemason. The highest,
really?
Yeah, the highest Freemason you could ever go. 33rd degree Freemason. And what they do in the Masonic temple is very similar to what they do in the Mormon temple. I'm not giving any secrets away because you could look it up online. And they used to do the pale ale thing. They don't do that anymore. And I think the Masons do that too. Pale ale. See? So not only does the Mormon Church have secrets, but the U.S. military, Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, Coast Guard, they all have secrets too. And President Trump knows all the secrets.
I bet he doesn't know one secret.
Who, Trump?
Yeah.
What's one secret? Oh, you can't tell us because it's a secret.
No, who threw the shoe?
Oh, I didn't go on. I reclaim that. Whatever you say, I plead the fifth on that because you're gonna. Sunflower Sky. Who came first, the Masons or the Mormons? The Mormons, because they were in the pre-existence. The Masons were not in the pre-existence. So there you go. Pale ale. Pale ale. What the flip does that mean in the Mormon temple? I never got that. Oh, it's the Adamic language. Okay. That's what Jesus Christ spoke, the Adamic language. Okay. What else? Oh, okay, so the Army does
I gotta go.
Okay, you got to cut the lawn?
No, Sean Hannity's on.
Oh, God. Oh, I didn't know he was. You missed Tucker Carlson then.
I don't always watch that
How come? Is he no good?
because I can always watch it later.
Oh, I see. All right, I'll let you go so you can watch Sean Hannity.
Okay. Have a good night.
Okay.
Don't reveal any military secrets while I'm gone.
I know them all. like Trump does. Watch
Just
CIA.
keep your mouth shut.
Watch
Loose lips sink ships.
Watch this. That's the Navy term. Watch the FBI and CIA gonna knock on my door. You know military secrets. See you later, Jack Me Steve.
Okay, bye.
God bless you. Bye. All right. Where are we now? Oh God, hear the words of my mouth 3 times it means. It does. My Lord, my God is what which is a Freemason distress signal said to that. And that mob that killed Joseph Smith were Freemasons because they didn't like what Joseph Smith said. The temple rights. Who's cutting farts? The temple rights. The temple rights that Joseph Smith stole from the Freemasons. Try to become a Freemason in the state of Utah and tell them that you're Mormon. They won't let you in. Did you know that, Sunflower Sky? I bet you didn't know that. So there's not too many Mormons that are Freemasons in the state of Utah. Because the Freemasons are pissed off at Joseph Smith for stealing all the temple rights. Anyone refute me? Please come up and chat. There he goes, off into the sunset. The distress Freemason signal was who will help a poor widow's son. No, the stream, oh Lord, say it again. It was, let's see. Hey, Google, what is the stress signal verbiage for the Freemasons? We're back on. We are back on. Wow. It worked. We're back on. No, there's this distress signal. Is how long have I gone? 2 hours. Okay. The distress signal is hey Google, say the distress signal for the Freemasons. Handshake distress sign. As for Smith, it is said that he gave a Masonic distress signal before being shot. On Google, and you'll find these words, the first words of the recognized distress call. In there are social rituals which tell us how to meet people. We shake hands, semi-secret greeting. It appears, hey brother. Say it again. I did. My Lord, my God, or let's see. Yeah, my Lord, my God, I think. That's what it is. Hey, Google, what does my Lord, my God mean in the Freemasons?
Here are the top search results.
My Lord and my God mean biblical hermeneutics. All right, there you go. I tried to say it again. It won't work. Hey, Google, what is the distress language in the Freemasons? Let's see. Wow, I can't get it. Oh, well. Anyway, I've gone over the 2-hour mark. I think it's time to go. Bye, guys. Thanks for coming.